Hi everyone, my name is Jayren. I'm the president of the ASEAN Youth Organization. I'm managing director of Global Entrepreneurship Network Singapore. Singaporean. I'm based here in Singapore, 26 this year. And really we come together because we want to help young people to strive and achieve, meaningful careers and, bring value to the rest of the world. So essentially that's where AYO has been created. That was since 2011 as a social media platform, and 2015 it became a foundation based in Jakarta, Indonesia. And we have a social enterprise to sustain the organization because sustainability is key to create impact that will last beyond our lifetime. Our vision is really to empower, engage, and educate youth communities to implement these ideas with sustainable positive change. Our values really to impact 10 million as our mission by the year 2025. What we might impact is to improve the employability of young people, ability to learn and apply at least one of these skill sets. And let me just share with you a little bit more on, so please bear in mind, make sure that you do have full attention on this, on what I'm sharing, because later on at the end there'll be a quiz and with some prizes to give away. Okay, so ecosystem, we look at 6 ecosystem key stakeholders, essentially the corporations, industry, right, academic institutions, you guys, the government, investors, entrepreneurs, and most importantly, the youth, in where I'm coming from, right? So how can they value add, right? Essentially, ecosystem stakeholders such as from the corporations would be providing the relevant industry experience and expertise. Institutions have their advanced research, innovation, and also developing these talents from institutions itself through the curriculum, academic programs, good policies for growth, be it country growth or even development goals from the government. Investors who come in to provide financing for infrastructure development or for skill, and entrepreneurs to create meaningful jobs, which I think where we're looking for young people, they can become entrepreneurs or intrapreneurs in future and strive in these meaningful careers that embark on, right? So ecosystem in Singapore and how we've been able to do it. I'm just sharing from Singapore perspective and not rest of Southeast Asia, because and I don't think I should speak for the rest of the region. But in Singapore, we have been number 17, and then the global startup ecosystem. Really young ecosystem here we have. In the rest of the Southeast Asia country, Jakarta is top 3, third in an emerging ecosystem. We have Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, between 20 to 30. We have Bangkok, we have Manila, we have Hanoi, Vietnam, all in the top 100 emerging ecosystems, right? So some of these statistics, we produce this report annually through our collaboration with Startup Genome at Global Entrepreneurship Network. And for Singapore, we are, let me, I don't know where it goes. Okay, never mind. We are actually ranked 5 in Asia, and in Singapore as a whole. We have 2 billion of early stage funding in 2021, about 22.5 billion is ecosystem value. Upcoming sectors, fintech, cleantech, agri-tech, new food, right? So if we look at ASEAN itself and where do we position and how can we help young people? So we look at ASEAN being the 3rd populous economy. We have about 222 million youth out of the 655 million population. And with the 4th largest economy, our trade is growing year on year. Many parts of the Southeast Asia, why is it important? Because it makes up 20% of the world's biodiversity. And there are many problems, right? Like energy, supply chain, plastic waste, deforestation. These are some of these issues, right? And in Southeast Asia, we have some need for government push. I think policies has to be more up to date in terms of decision making, awareness of the region, developing a more robust, innovative ecosystem, and also for digital economies to grow. So these are all these problems that we share with young people, and also how can the future of work affect them. So we shared some of this data. How can we include Southeast Asian youth, really, because 3 out of 10 are disabled. they're not included digitally, right? Maybe with wealth gaps. Some of our companies, this is one company that I could share that I am representing, Wonder Technology. They are a health AI company that collaborated with Chinese university, Beijing 6 Hospital, to develop AI mental health solution, right? And really, I'll go straight into these, and then I'll share more about some of the programs. So how can we actually better engage youth, right, as the users? Really 5 pointers: listen more, talk less, care genuinely, be consistent with that, entertainment is key. So edutainment is big now. You be it, my teachers I've spoken to using TikTok to engage their youth, many other ways to to engage them, relate with their lives. That's most important, because if they can't relate with it, you're giving something that's beyond their experience. They feel that they're out of touch, and they feel it's hard to achieve what you have shared, right? So if they don't have that confidence, it's quite hard for them to be engaged and wanting to be more motivated to achieve the goal. And developing entrepreneurial youth, really, I think we need more sharing of real experiences, hands-on industry involvement, and making sure it happens, right? Because many times institutions do not, make it happen. It end up being a project for a showcase, and it's not being implemented. So implementation will be key, because that tells the youth that, hey, what I'm doing actually works, and it can be implemented and value add in the real world. I think that's the great satisfaction you achieve from there. How develop and innovation and entrepreneurial ecosystem. Really, I think mentoring from ecosystem stakeholders is important. Infrastructure support and go-to-market expertise is needed, right? So we have all the chapters. We have 18 chapters and network across the world, and some of our roadmap for programs that are relevant to young people and have received great feedbacks. Some of these programs, collaboration at the governmental level, being involved in discussions with the ASEAN Secretariat in Jakarta, Indonesia, programs like exchange programs to have cultural exchange so that they actually interact with people and understand problems on the ground. We visited Singapore, Thailand, Indonesia in 2019. Being engaged with people of different walks of life and also people of different abilities. So these were people with disabilities and autism. We taught them how to do robotics. Hands-on experience, leadership summits where young people meet each other and discuss ideas for change to spark change. Yeah. So this conference have organized an entrepreneurship World Cup. That's where they're being showcased. They actually pitch their ideas to real venture capitalists, and then the winning teams was flown to Saudi Arabia. This was in Saudi Arabia, where top 100 teams globally compete. Yeah. Understanding more about different skill sets required. So you want them to be more innovative, but there are many skill sets they're lacking that may not be in the school ecosystem. Why not bring on board partners? So in this case, we bring on board Project Management Institute and also Amazon Web Services to provide digital skills and also project management skills for young people to learn from. Ambassadors program, initiate, let them take the lead, let them create their own projects, front it and scale them up. So they are essentially promoting their own SDG causes in this case, and organizing programs that are beneficial to their own local communities where they can see the direct impact. Time is about up. I'll just quickly go through this so you guys can participate. I hope I shared a bit more.